Hi, I'm Moody, feeling moody. It's time for a moon message. Today's moon is the waxing gibbous moon under the astrological sign of Virgo. This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and both nodes, Capricorn, Holy Spirit, Angel Guides. What is the full moon? The full moon is in Scorpio on May 12th. What is that message for Capricorn? Oh, something important. Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is taking a solid step. A step to bring yourself to a solid foundation, stability, security. It's a step that you've known you had to take for a long time. But you're finally stepping out. Okay. Could involve taking a step to give a message. Somebody wants to give a message about how they feel. It's an emotional message with the Knight of Cups, but nonetheless a message. They're extending their cup. This is something with the moon you may not have known, Capricorn, or they didn't know how you felt. But now that you're taking this step, not only they, but everybody's going to know. That Page of Pentacles leads to the Ten of Pentacles. Whatever you have to say, whatever you're shining a light on, you're revealing. You could be receiving this reveal or making this reveal under this new moon in Scorpio. With the Knight of Cups, it is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. The moon for me is Cancer or Pisces. Ten of Pentacles could involve another earth sign. Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Capricorn, Two of Swords. You have a decision. Maybe a decision about revealing something, taking that step. Somebody has a major decision. Why do you say that, Moody? Because you have the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords right next to each other. There's a stalemate between you two. There could be a stalemate energy. Nobody's talked for a while. Yeah, this isn't an easy conversation, an easy reveals. This isn't going to be easy, I'm feeling. Okay, major decision about revealing some emotions and feelings that have just been, a lie. Wow, the King of Swords, Queen of Swords is a liar. They're a manipulator. They are a controller. They're a narcissist. Yeah. They are a manipulator, a controller. Very good. They're a king, first of all, still. Even though they're not using their powers for good, they are a king. And they're mature. They're smart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Wow, they have sabotaged, manipulated, even made you think that you shouldn't take this step. It's too late. Then the Eight of Wands appears. It's never too late, right? Because the Eight of Wands comes from the sky. Look at all those wands coming down, right? Intercepting you and your path with more communication. So there's definitely something that someone wants to say. It's the big reveal. It's letting their emotions and their feelings be known after it was kept from them. It was part of their thinking. It was other people. Why? Because this relationship with you is very valuable with the Ten of Pentacles. So I see communication comes in the near future, which validates your feelings about taking this step, about this communication. Okay. about extending your cup. Someone wants to extend their cup to you. Oh, that cup is very valuable. The King of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Very valuable, very nurturing, supporting, loving. That's what's coming to you. But I feel like it's been blocked by the King of Swords reverse, this air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquaria. They're liars, manipulators. And they continue to watch you now and into the future. Somebody's watching everything that you do. Oh my goodness. Okay, what else does Capricorn need to know? Six of Cups, nostalgia, memories, past. Yet somebody in your past that you may have wanted to extend your cup of love, or they wanted to extend their cup of love to you. I just feel like this King or Queen of Swords kept you in a mental state, kept them in a mental state. This is what created the Two of Swords. That's at the center of it all. Manipulated, trapped, restricted. Somebody was even victimized. I just felt like there was a helpless energy, like you could not communicate. All because this King or Queen of Swords reverse. But communication comes anyway, because I think that it's fated and destined that you two talk. It may start off a little salty, right? With the Page of Swords, your guard is up. But there's still that curiosity, and this is future energy. I guess whatever existed in the beginning, it never died. This is what I'm hearing. Yeah, that King of Swords, Queen of Swords really tried to restrict any messages of love, intercept them. They always watched you, Capricorn, or somebody was Page of Swords. I'm just feeling the energy like they went through your pockets, your car. There was a real invasion of privacy, all in an effort to keep you restricted away from conveying some message to somebody in the past. Okay. But see, now you're aware of it. The King of Swords upright. This is you regarding this Two of Swords. It's like you had to get to the bottom of it. You are a little detective. You are. When you want to find out something, nothing can stop you. So I see all of this logical, analytical, mental thinking, but critical thinking. Thinking that advances you. That sets up an action plan. Capricorn. You want to get to the bottom of something. Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they can be a little emotionally detached, right? Because they're driven by their head, not their heart. With the King of Swords reverse, they will cut you. There could be some mental illness with that Queen of Swords. Whenever the King or Queen of Swords is reversed, that is that narcissistic. They only think of themselves because it's a mental illness. Maybe you're starting to understand that and take this as seriously. Even could be seeking some counsel after this relationship or regarding this relationship. Right. You have the moon twice. Get ready to find out things you didn't know. A lot is hidden here. A lot is hidden. It's created a lot of confusion. There's secrets. And that's why your intuition is so important at this time. The Emperor, the Empress. You've been hidden from an Empress or an Emperor. Taurus energy, divine feminine. It could be even a mother. Something about a mother or motherhood. The Empress gives birth, children, somebody having a child. Very nurturing energy. More cups. You could be attracted to an Empress or an Emperor. And that's why the King of Swords reverse, right, was creating all these illusions and confusion, uncertainty in this relationship, because they were jealous. Like they knew this person was divine. was the cream of the crop, was the top of the pyramid. Wow. Somebody wants to take impulsive action, the Knight of Wands. They got to get to you. They got to get to where you are. And there's an energy of rebellion right now. Pluto is retrograde. That's that Scorpio energy. Scorpio is also about transformation. This situation has got to change. One cycle's ending so something else can start. Your job is to balance yourself, to control yourself as much as you can, because the truth is you're being told to control the situation, but we know that the only one that we can control is ourselves. Bringing peace, balance, harmony to yourself. The King of Swords does pull back his energy, although he is still gathering information. You're pulling your energy back from somebody. This King of Swords reverse, this Queen of Swords reverse, she is like, and she's been this way, and you've known about this, but you're finally ready to take a step. Okay, but you want this quick. Why? Because you two have been kept apart intentionally for a long time, and that's why you don't want to wait anymore. But Spirit says you've got to exercise patience at this time. That's going to bring you tranquility, meaning everything will happen as it's supposed to happen in divine time. Got it. Yeah. Right now, there's a feeling of discontent finding out this information. A lot has been revealed, or it will be revealed under this new moon in Scorpio. Pluto just changes everything, changes the whole situation. And, you know, Pluto kind of rips the Band-Aid off. And there's nothing gentle about Pluto. But you learn what you need to learn, and yes, the tide, you have the moon twice. That tide is ferocious. Yeah, you could have gone through a lot of stuff with this King or Queen of Swords. There is that energy for the need to temper yourself, to bring yourself into balance, to re-stabilize. You are an earth sign. Spirit says get out into the earth. May is called the flower moon month because everything is blooming. Spend as much time as you can out in nature. It's going to ground you. It's going to allow you to hear. It's going to silence you, and then you can hear your intuition, which is Holy Spirit speaking to you. That's that whole small voice. Then you have free will and you can make your own decision. But I just feel this time around, with the Page of Pentacles being the topic of this reading, you're ready to take a step. And it involves you communicating your feelings or them communicating their feelings. And, you know, one thing may be said, and it's very reciprocal. I feel that. What else, Spirit? What else? Okay. Look at this. The Devil. You appear in your reading. If this is you needing to take the step, it's like, it's become an obsession now. Before you could have brushed it off, but now they can't get you out of their mind. Now they know there's an undercurrent. Also, I'm hearing the Devil pertains to this King or Queen of Swords. They try to chain you, to bond you, to victimize you, to keep you. Just not only from this, but to really break you down mentally. Or that's that narcissistic energy. Wow. It's very toxic. They have a codependency with you. You could have started a family with them. Okay. What else, Spirit? King of Wands. You got to break free of that, though. You are the Emperor, the Empress. Very mature energy here on the table. So it's like you've been here before, or you kind of know what to do. You are the King of Pentacles. That's the only king that I don't see yet. But you know, you're a leader. You're a leader with the King of Cups here, the King of Swords, well onto your role of the Emperor, leader. You're a visionary. You're bold. And this is the time for you to open your eyes wide. I'm opening them wide. Make sure that you see, and you can't see everything because you got the moon here twice and the devil. That means you have to rely on your intuition. Nothing can take the place of that right now. Kings know that. The Emperor, the Empress, which you have here, definitely knows that. Okay, anything else before we move on to another deck, Spirit? Anything else? Okay. The Hierophant. Returning back to traditional higher learning beliefs. Yeah, I feel with this toxicity, it was very, and because it's the swords, it was very non-traditional. Like, whatever this relationship was, Capricorn, it was not a traditional relationship. Meaning the values that you were committed to were not enough to sustain this. There was a negative undercurrent here. I don't know what it is. Tell me more, Spirit. There always could have been an ex-lover. I know there was an ex-lover in one of your minds because you had the Six of Cups, great nostalgia for somebody in the past that you wanted to share a cup with, or they wanted to share a cup with you, but it was blocked. But I'm also hearing that in between, even though that lover was out of the picture, there were a lot of ex-lovers in between. Maybe you had a lot of ex-lovers coming in between you and this King and Queen of Swords reverse, or they had a lot of ex-lovers. I just heard both of you had a lot of ex-lovers that interfered in this relationship. I'm feeling it was very non-traditional, like you bucked tradition, like the Aquarius energy in here bucked tradition, wanted to be non-traditional. So this big revelation, what we've discovered here, okay, the shift is coming out of this drama, because it is a lot of drama, and actually moving forward, allowing this stalemate to transform into some curiosity. So the Two of Swords transforms under this Pluto energy, Scorpio energy. It transforms into curiosity, finding out the curiosity is still there. They could be a Sagittarius, but there's some good omen over this. Tell me more. Oh, you can trust them. The dog, they're very loyal. And you're loyal to whatever is loyal to you. At least you used to be. But I see the Hierophant here. Maybe we need to see the Hangman so that, right? Oh my goodness. This person does return as you are moving on. As your curiosity draws you to the point of actual communication. This apology comes. But thank God at the same time there's a breakthrough. And the breakthrough is the higher level. It's of a higher level. Okay? Oh my goodness. When it falls, I gotta let it. There's a breakthrough, right? There's somebody else. This person here is a spiritual connection. This past person that you were, so this King of Swords, Queen of Swords reverse was sent to keep you away from them because it's a divine connection. You need to know that it's a sacred connection that we're talking about here. That's why you were kept away from it. Oh my God. It's your twin flame. Holy cucumbers. Yeah. That makes sense. Because somebody was working overtime. They were just like too much. I was saying the relationship I felt was non-traditional. It's because it was really purely physical sexual attraction. Meaning love could have been hidden or veiled, or because sometimes there is an emotional attached and aloofness with swords. They're all in their mind thinking of self, especially when they're reverse. Okay. Yeah. There wasn't much substance there, and that's why it burns out. It was time for it to go. Red flag. Spirit is saying pay attention to the subtle things that are happening. Like even the intuitive messages from your gut. They're very subtle, right? But you hear them. You can't deny that you didn't hear them. You heard it. So there's a lot of subtle energy that you're receiving about this situation. Listen to the messages from your body and trust your gut and your intuition. Give me another intuitive message for Capricorn at this time as they take this step. Pay attention to the subtle energies, right? You have an inner knowing. That's why you're taking this step now. Where's my glasses here? Trust your inner wisdom. It will guide you onto the right path. You have an inner knowing. Again, trust your path. No matter the obstacles, follow your intuition. It will lead you to the way. Cosmic awareness. Yeah, Pluto. And you are ruled by Saturn, talking about cosmic. Saturn is the planet of karma. What goes around comes around. Saturn produces lessons that you learn from, and you never have to repeat these lessons. So the cosmos are speaking through your intuition. Stay open to the messages. I remember I told you your intuition is really Holy Spirit, right? When Jesus died, he said he will leave this, he'll always be with us through the Comforter, the Holy Spirit. So that's who's speaking to us all the time. But we have free will to either adhere or ignore. Trust your path. And you have an inner knowing right about now. Okay. That's your angel guide, your spirit guides. They are guiding you. Okay. What else Spirit does Capricorn need to know? Your twin flame. Tell me about, let's do this first. I gotta know more. Tell me about this twin flame, Spirit. What's going on? That's why you were kept from them from the very beginning. That's why this mature, codependent, manipulative energy, very strong-willed. Spirit says forgive them. Because forgiveness is what helps you walk away from the past, right? You're not allowing the past to still rent space in your head. And as you release and heal, and also this is about releasing. The full moon is about letting go, releasing, not holding on to what no longer serves you. I feel like this is a done deal. You've experienced it. You're Saturn, you're ruled by it. You took it. You took it like a man, like a woman, like a king, like a queen. But now you've learned from it. That's Saturn again. And it's time for forgiving now. Forgiving. Pluto, also about the learning. It's also time for you to open up your heart. I mean, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So you are turning the page. You're turning the page, and therefore you have to do things differently. A lot of swords were used in the past for manipulation and control, but Spirit now says you've got to move that energy to your heart and allow it to sing with joy. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Right? When you're operating And I see in the future you have the King, Queen of Cups, Capricorn. So you can operate from your heart. You are able to open your heart. And that's going to bring this safety net of love. You deserve love. You deserve love. There was something missing from this past King or Queen reverse. And what was missing was that you may have felt like you knew them, but you didn't know them. You got to know them. And then they were not the picture that you had in your head. Vice versa, I don't know who I'm talking to, but going forward, how you know if you align with somebody, if you're in agreement, if you guys feel the same way, is through communication, taking that time to get to know each other, to explore each other, to bounce things off and see what their innermost feelings are about a whole host of things, right? Money, children, parents, where you want to live, a 5-year plan. A lot of conversation is what allows you to build the friendship and the trust. That's what I'm being told. And I think that's what's going to happen. And that's what's going to allow this past relationship to be restored. Just developing a friendship. Okay. Talking. Somebody's taking a step. Especially in this twin flame relationship. Poof. Oof. Somebody has a ritual, like they get their nails done for sure. Look at that. Somebody could be thinking about getting their nails done or even groomed, right? This person will make you feel, or Spirit is saying every time you step out, you need to be ready. Okay. That's really what I'm getting, because you don't know when your paths are going to cross. He also said beauty is within, not without. Okay. Also, drinking tea, herbal green tea. I've been doing a lot of tea with rosemary and sage. Right, you can put herbs in your tea. Somebody's doing that. And you're encouraged to do that more. What else does Capricorn need to know? Or you used to drink a lot of tea, get back to it. But the healthy tea, green tea. Okay. Making meals, get back to cooking at home, or somebody's doing that. A lot of recipes on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Make meals at home. Even if you work, make your food at home and take it to work. That's what you're being told. So you're really focusing on getting healthy again and doing some of the things that you used to do that fell by the wayside. Right. Spirit is saying you need a massage, certain pressure points, release. Another point of release for this full moon. Think about going to a masseuse, 60-minute massage. I love those. Also, learn to relax and rest. Right. And this is actually downtime, sitting down, just watching a movie. Maybe these are the things you're getting ready for, because as you meet your twin, these are things that you can share, do together. That's what I'm being told. Oh, I love that. Your ancestors are all around you. Because you were told, pay attention to the cosmos, right? And that's all this spiritual energy. And every time that we do readings, and I say your angel guides, your spirit guides, that's your ancestors. That's who Spirit, Holy Spirit sends to help you. Angels, spiritual angels. Spirit's like, connect with your ancestors. That could be calling me or sending me an email for a personal reading. It could be some type of ritual that you have that calls in your ancestors. That's for very few. All right, tell me, with all of this not July, that's Cancer, but could involve a Cancer. Something could involve a Cancer, but May, what does Capricorn need to know about letting go in terms of money, wealth, how they make money? So some of you may feel like you're on lock, or that the door that you want to enter is locked. I do see you getting a new place, because it says your new place of business offers job security. Okay. So there may be something, a door you're trying to go through right now, but it's locked. You can't get through it. That means really that it's not for you, right? And so Spirit is saying some of you may need to do something temporarily until your door becomes open. Okay. What else, Spirit? What else does... And while it's locked to make you focus on your skill set. We are blessed with so many things, so many skills. And if we turn that energy inside, sometimes it's locked to make us look inside and see our own strength, capabilities. So some of us are in a position while we're trying to get something else, and that something else is locked right now. So there is an energy of saving face, grinning and bearing it to maintain respect and keep your job. And even with this King and Queen reverse, I'm being told that you need to grin and bear it until you can actually make that move. You need to maintain a certain amount of respect and order. Even in a job situation too, you need to smile and make nice to get what you want. Saving face may be important. Right now, it will help you take that step. Maybe you have to take that step to save face. Whoa, you have to do something. Could involve forgiveness and learning. And definitely with this past energy. But you are always focused on your pentacles, and you're working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life, paying attention to where you are in your life and being futuristic, like looking down the road, because the economy, the world is very unstable right now, and you're trying to have forethought and a vision where your stability is concerned, your wealth, your prosperity. And Spirit says keep investing in yourself, and while you're looking into the long term and planning. You are a wealth of knowledge yourself. You have a lot inside. And sometimes doors are locked to make us look someplace else. But some of us stay looking at that locked door. It's like, hello, nobody's going to open the door. Okay. What else does Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, need to know right now? Guidance, divine forces are showing you the way, and you got that ancestors, connecting with your ancestors. And I felt your angel guides, your spirit guides are all around you. They're all around you trying to guide you, but you have a stubborn will. Yeah, I don't know why I was told to tell you that, but Pluto can make you see where you're powerless, right? It can break you down. It can humble you. That's right, Scorpio. And, right. So you're discovering another piece of your destiny. And it was with this twin flame, the love that they kept from you in the past. You're discovering another piece of your destiny and purpose for your life. This is like the wheel. Twins are destined and fated. Right. There's that change in perspective. It's time to do things differently. When you are sick of what you've always been getting, you are more open to making a change. And sometimes spirit has to get you there. Like, just you, when you're dealing with somebody who's crazy, you need to get away. You hate that energy, that very possessive, controlling. You don't even like who you've become being around that energy. I know I feel like that. So a change in the way you look at things, that's what needs to happen when the hangman is reversed. You got to see it from another position. You've got to change your vision. Absolutely. Make sure that you see everything in a brand new light. That will help you get to where you want to be, Capricorn. Perspective, timing, and that's what it is, right? Everything comes down to divine timing. Oh my goodness, look at that clock talking about timing. I've been running my mouth. Okay, right now is the time. It's a very important time for you to do what you're being led to do, quite frankly. Your angel guides, your spirit guides, everybody is telling you to get to know somebody that has been kept from you. It's time to get to know them. What else does Capricorn? Let's summarize this with an angel number. Holy Spirit, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave me a comment. More earth energy, Taurus, perseverance, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7s. You may start to see a lot of 7s. And if you do, let that tell you, remind you, encourage you to continue to persevere. You definitely have a change of perspective. 2 cards now talking about that. Under this Pluto retrograde, it's a time for being introspective and taking the time to reflect. It's also a time for inner strength, having the courage and confidence to pull yourself out of, under this full moon, what no longer serves you. Just begin to take that step. Spirit's not asking us to do anything overnight, but we have to be moving at least in the direction that we really want to succeed. You need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll know what the right next step is. It's all about this step. It's all about this step. That's what I got for you, Capricorn. So, until the next moon phase, namaste.